Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for the assignment for environmental pollution control, I have choose air pollution. So let's get started. So for the introduction of air pollution. So air pollution is defined by any atmospheric situation where specific pollutants are present at levels that could have negative impact on people and the environment. So there are three main sources of air pollution. There are mobile, stationary, and natural. We'll go this one by one. So mobile air pollution caused by mobile sources such as cars, trucks, buses, airplanes, and locomotives. These sources emit a variety of pollutants, including carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, particulate matter, and volatile organic compounds. Stationary air pollution. It, it is caused by fixed sources such as factories, power plants, and other industrial facilities. These sources are not mobile and they emit pollutant into the air over a long period of time. Most common pollutant emitted from stationary sources include sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, particulate matter, volatile organic compound, and heavy metal. Natural air pollution. It is caused by natural processes such as volcanic eruption, wildfire, and dust storm. These processes release pollutant into the air that can have a harmful effect on human health and the environment. So there are two categories of air pollution. We have primary pollutant and the secondary pollutant. So primary pollutant is entered the atmosphere directly from various sources. For example, the CO, carbon monoxide, CO2, carbon dioxide, and SO. So next is secondary pollutant. It is formed during chemical reaction between primary air pollutant and other atmospheric constituents. For example, H2O2, O3, and H2SO4. So what are the causes of air pollution? So there are two causes of air pollution. There are natural causes and human-made causes, or aka as known as anthropogenic causes. So for natural causes, as the name, it is caused by nature. And for example, for the natural causes, forest fire, volcanic eruption, and desert dust. For the human-made or anthropogenic causes, it is caused by human activities. For example, vehicle emission, factory emission, power plant emission. So what are the effects of air pollution to our health? So there are several effects of air pollution to our health. There are respiratory problems, lung cancer, adverse birth outcome, and mental health effects. We will go this one by one. So for the respiratory problem, the air pollution can irritate the lungs and the airways, leading to respiratory problems such as asthma, bronchitis, and pneumonia. Fine particulate matter PM2.5 and airborne pollutant like nitrogen dioxide NO2 and sulfur dioxide SO2 can irritate the respiratory system, leading to inflammation and reduced lung function. Next is lung cancer. Lung cancer can develop over time as a result of some air pollutants, especially fine particles, and cancer-causing compounds like polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, aka known as PH. Next is adverse birth outcome. So the air pollution during pregnancy for women increased chance of difficulties such as a premature birth, low birth weight, and newborn development problems. Airborne pollutant can pass through the placenta and have an impact on fetal development. So the last one is the mental health effects. So the new study indicates that air polluted might negatively impact mental health. High level of pollution have been associated with increased rate of depression, anxiety, and cognitive like decline in adults. So next is the effects of air pollution to environment. So there are a lot of effects of air pollution to our environment, but I take several effects of air pollution to our environment. Most common or most famous one. For the first one is climate change. The second is acid rain. The third one, ozone depletion. And last one, damage to biodiversity. Let's go this one by one. So for climate change, air pollution, particularly greenhouse gas emission, plays a major role in climate change. Substances like carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, trap heat in the atmosphere, leading to global warming and alteration in weather patterns. This can result in rising temperature, changing rainfall patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events. Next is acid rain. Air pollutants like sulfur dioxide, SO2, and nitrogen oxide, NOx, can combine with moisture in the atmosphere to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These acids are carried by rain and deposit onto the Earth's surface as acid rain. Acid rain can damage forests, soil, fresh water, ecosystem, and aquatic life, affecting biodiversity and ecosystem health. Third one is ozone depletion. Certain pollutants such as chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, and halons contribute to the depletion of the ozone layer in the upper atmosphere. So usually you can find CFC at your refrigerator and your and air conditioning. But nowadays no more CFCs because they banned or it has been banned all over the world. The ozone layer acts as shield protecting life on Earth from harmful ultraviolet or UV radiation. Thinning of the ozone layer increases UV radiation levels, leading to skin cancer, cataracts, reduced crop yields, and disruption in marine ecosystem. So the last one is damage to biodiversity. So by destroying an ecosystem, reducing food source, and affecting the reproduction and survival rates of different species, air pollution can contribute to the loss of biodiversity. Vulnerable ecosystems such as forests, wetlands, coral reefs, and particularly affected by air pollution, leading to the loss of plant and animal species. So there are several ways we can control or prevent the air pollution. So there are forestation and green space, vehicle emission control, air pollution control device, public awareness and education. Go this one by one. So the first one is forestation and green space. So this concept actually is very good because the urban tree planting and green space development can help clean the air, reduce pollution, and create healthy environment for people to live. So next is vehicle emission control. Vehicle emission is a significant source of air pollution, as you know, can be decreased by enacting strong emission rules for vehicles, encouraging for use of electric and hybrid vehicles. For nowadays, a lot of people using electrical vehicles that's more green, more safety, and in enhancing the infrastructure for public transportation. Next is air pollution control device. So this is one of good methods because industrial facilities can install pollution control devices like scrubbers, electrostatic precipitator, and catalytic converters to remove or neutralize pollutants before they are released into the air. The last one is public awareness and education. Air pollution can be prevented by educating people about the cause and the effects of air pollution and encouraging personal action, such as limiting the use of personal vehicles, preserving energy, and supporting environmentally beneficial practices. Beneficial practices. So, for the legislation related to air pollution, there are three legislation that are related to air pollution. So, the Environmental Quality Clean Air Regulation 1978 revo- focus on the clean air. So, next, the Environmental Quality Control for Emission from Petrol Engine Regulation 1999. So, this is focused on petrol engine, of course. So, the last one is Environmental Quality Declare Activities Open Burning Order 2003. So, this is more focused about open burning. So for the case study of the air pollution is is there is a one of the most famous case study air pollution that is the Great Smoke 1952. It is also known as Big Smoke or Killer Fog. It was a severe air pollution event that occurred in London, United Kingdom. What of the cause of the Great Smoke 19? The Great Smoke was primarily brought on by a combination of environmental factors, industrial pollutant, and the widespread use of coal for heating and electricity generation. So for the word smog, actually combination of two words, smoke and fog. So when you combine these two words, you get smog. So what is the health effect at the Great Smog in 1952? The population health was negatively impacted by the extreme air pollution in the Great Smog both immediately and over time. People with pre-existing respiratory disorder, children and the elderly were most vulnerable. Government What is the government response due to Great Smoke 1952? So the Great Smoke prompted a significant response from the British government. In the aftermath of the event, the Clean Air Act was passed in 1956. The legislation aimed to address air pollution by regulating emissions from industrial sources and promoting the use of smokeless fuels. It led to introduction to smokeless zone, the phasing out of coal use in household, and the improvement of industrial emission control. So with this method, it can reduce the air pollution itself, but London. So that's all for today. I hope you understand. Thank you guys.